Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Sarah here. So, I just thought I'd jump on this morning. I'm not even sure what I'm going to talk about. It's just, I had a really lovely couple of days. I went and did some camping, a bit of wild camping, well, kind of semi-wild. And it was just the most profound experience. I haven't been camping for a while, to be honest, and this particular place, which isn't very far away from me, is a beautiful lake with surrounding, hillsides, and it's so, I wouldn't call it remote because, there are main roads that go fairly close to it, but it's down a track. You have to go down a track through some farm gates and things, so it's not easily accessible. It's not obviously accessible, and there's a place down there that it's possible to camp. And the difference that I felt being in under canvas, sorry about this, Saturday morning, kids have started already, it's not even 8 o'clock, up and down on their motorbikes. Being under canvas was just such a different experience from sleeping in a house. I know you guys get it, that, I'm sure you've all been camping, but it was really obvious to me as I woke up, well, before, even when I went to sleep, the profound silence at night was really powerful. It was, I expected to hear rustlings of animals, around the tent. I expected to hear maybe foxes in the distance, or, animals moving close to me, or rats even, but I heard nothing. It was, really silent, beautiful. And then I woke with the first light at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And the light was just so pure. And I got up and went out of the tent and sat where I had a better view of the light and the mountains and the sort of pinkiness that was coming up, and to just appreciate and hold gratitude for the stillness. And then the birds started, there were some seagulls around, there were small songbirds singing. And suddenly with the first light, so the earth started to come to life again, and it was just beautiful. And I sat there for quite, a couple of hours, just appreciating this path that we walk, our medicine path. It's described in many traditions as the red road, from east to west. The blue road goes from south to north, which is your kind of spiritual path, but the red road is the path that we walk on this earth. And everything that we encounter along that road is medicine for us. And I use this word a lot, medicine, in my work, and it denotes the essence within us, our beingness, if you like, and everything that comes to us is a teacher, or a way of us growing, a way of us appreciating that our surroundings, teaching us gratitude, and all this kind of thing. So sitting there, just taking in this beautiful, beautiful landscape, and just not hearing anything. There was no traffic, obviously, at that time in the morning, although, that would have been in the distance. It wouldn't have disturbed me. There were no people around. There was no farmers driving quad bikes up and down the hills. There was nothing. I just felt so in tune with the planet, so in tune with my own path on this planet that, it's not about, at this point, it's not about other people, it's not about my house, it's not about where I live, it's not about all the chaos that is going on in the world, and especially at the moment. It's not about, if you have to go to work, it's not about paying your mortgage, it's not about any of that stuff that causes us stress, tension, worry. It was just about me being in that space of being part of the planet. And I can't stress, how it really kind of clicked things in for me at this point. I'm aware of it on a daily basis. I give gratitude all the time, but it just really honed in on that space where I was just a part of the nature. Having woken up, just sitting there, I was awake with the birds. Just beautiful. These photographs really don't do it justice, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the serenity of the surroundings. It was the pinkiness in the sky. It was just absolutely stunning. Scenes like this always take me back to how our ancestors might have felt as they woke in the mornings, getting up really early to do the chores before it got hot. And just that feeling of being a part of everything. This is real medicine, I feel. If we can bring ourselves back to this still place every now and again, it just kind of helps us recalibrate all the nonsense that's going on and just make sense of our lives, really. July is a big time energetically, and I think if we can all just find those moments to appreciate the nature around us and the medicine that our everyday lives bring us, it's help us move through this chaoticness and bring us back into stillness. So I was just, my idea today was to just point out that if you can do some wild camping in somewhere quite remote, somewhere far away from busyness, people, it really brings us back into alignment about how we are part of this whole. We're not separate. We're not, caught up in this busyness, these warmongering, these murders that are going on, the awfulness that is happening in the political system all over the world. That actually, from moment to moment, we can step out of that and just remind ourselves how beautiful it is just being a part of the nature. Okay, a lot of us can't extend that more than perhaps a couple of weeks, but to just be able to go out for one night and appreciate, actually being in that environment, because you've only got a very thin bit of canvas between you and the outside. Well, I mean, you can even sleep under the stars if you want to, but it was quite damp that night. Even in the tent, it was quite damp. But to just experience that occasionally, I highly, highly recommend it. So anyway, have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Ciao.